Hello everyone, this is Dr. Weens with another episode of Tulsa Allergy News. And what I'd like to talk about today is myths that are found even in Tulsa. Now, why would I choose that subject? Well, that's simply because the fall is here and you're seeing many publications on the internet and in newspapers about how to deal with and how to handle having chronic allergy. And I guess the first question I had was, why do we really care about getting correct medical information? I mean, does it really matter? And I think the answer to that is yes, it really does matter, based on the fact that, let's say you think you have allergy, but you really don't when you're tested. You'll spend a lot of money on antihistamines used over the counter for something that isn't really indicated for that. Or the opposite would be if you think you've had asthma for all these years and you really have a condition that's called vocal cord dysfunction or sinusitis, you may end up being on chronic steroids for 20 years when they weren't necessary. That can cause you some harm, and I've certainly seen that happen. So what I'd like to present in the next several minutes is some information on how do you really diagnose food allergy, because that's one of those myths that I see day in and day out. And testing for food allergy, as you'll find out in the upcoming video, is not like testing for pregnancy. It's not you're either positive or you're negative, but there's a lot of things that come into play when we're talking about food sensitivity. It's not as easy as what it looks. Then secondly, I'm going to rely on some of my colleagues who were in Wichita, Kansas. They're no longer there, but they're talking about outdoor allergy treatment with allergy immunotherapy. Do I have to stay inside all the time, or can I enjoy myself during this year's fall season? And lastly, I gave grand rounds last spring for OU, and we talked about peanut sensitivity, how to diagnose it, and what is all about peanut oral immunotherapy. And there's pros and cons, and I hope that you enjoy that information to know that it's not all black and white. For some, oral immunotherapy can be helpful. For others, not so much. So enjoy your fall, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.